Hello students, welcome to Sadik IAS Academy. Today I am going to speak to you about a book which I have launched this month. The name of the book is Indian History, the White Book. Now this book is already begun its sales, it is available in the institute, it is available in the Amazon also. But some of the students had asked me that to explain the uniqueness, the salient features of this book. So today we will see in this short session what are the unique features this book, the Indian History, the White Book is having. So let us go into this session without much fuss. You see, the Indian History, the White Book consists of actually three parts. This book actually consists of three parts. The first part is called the Ancient Indian History. Part 1 we have Ancient. The second part we have Medieval. Third part we are having Modern. But the book though has got around 576 pages, the book, but the book is not evenly distributed in the page wise. Modern India has got more number of pages, but Ancient and Medieval has got less number of pages. This is because of the requirement of the examination. So this is the book Indian History, the White Book. And for information, before I go into these aspects of this book, you can see that this book has already been printed twice. One in 2015 was the first edition which we have launched this book. Then in 2017 that book was again we have sent for the second edition. Third edition was supposed to be during the time of 2021. But due to the COVID and other issues, we are unable to bring that into print. So the third edition is launched this year in 2023, January it was launched. So see, the beginning of the book, it consists of a content part. The content part gives an outline and the chronology. I just do not want to give you just the topics, like let us say chronology, foreigners, means pre-historical culture, Indus Valley civilization. Like this, I do not want to give the content part. So what I have done, I have given the subtopics which are present inside the book. So if you see in the Ancient India, in the chronology, the first topic is about the chronology and the foreign accounts. This is not covered in any of the books, the foreign accounts. I will just show that. So here in the prehistory, you see prehistory, Paleolithic, Mesolithic, Neolithic, Chalcolithic. So this is in some chronological order itself. The topic itself, if you see, it is arranged in the chronological order. Again, if you see the Indus Valley civilization, every aspect we have covered, aspects we have covered. Even this would help you to frame your answers while writing the mains also, because if there is any question which is asked, these are the subheadings which you have to cover while writing the mains answer. Any topic in history, say for example, they are asking about the Vedic people, Vedic age they are going to ask. So you should speak about the polity, society, their economy, their agriculture, art, craft, religion, script, maybe if you can write. If it is there equally in the other aspects, you can speak about the script also. So otherwise, this is how we are arranging the topic. In each and every unit, we are arranging the topic like this. And also in this chronology, in the first page, around some 30 pages, if you see the chronology is there. This is an outline about the whole history which we have given. Okay. Again, you see, so the first part ends. After this South Indian kingdoms, we have again we began the medieval India, which is the part 2. So roughly around 200 pages we have for ancient India. Then the medieval India begins. Again, as usual in the medieval India, the first will be the chronology. So I have added chronology every time when I begin one aspect or one part after other. I have added this chronology, so that even before you go into these topics, it is essential that you should know the chronology just once. I will show the in-depth chronology, just one part I will take and show you the chronology only. So chronology itself, totally I have given you just around 20 pages. I have just given chronology. In ancient also we have given chronology. In medieval also we have given chronology. In modern also I would have given the chronology. You will see that. Okay. Again, as usual, this topic which is called the foreigners, the accounts of the foreigners. We say the accounts of the foreigners is not given in any of the books which is available. So we are giving this, the accounts of the foreigners also we are giving in this book. Okay. Again, as I have given the third part, the modern India, okay, which is roughly the medieval India concludes in around 300 pages. So the rest of the around 275 pages or something only the modern India we have covered. So the modern India forms a larger part. Again, as I already told you, the 25th unit is just going to be chronology. Before beginning of any part, I have given the chronology. Just let us see. Just for your information, you see the part 1 is ancient India. Now, this chapter I told you the chronology and foreign account. Just see how we have given the chronology. Just if you follow through, all the things which you have to know in order we had arranged, because as far as history is concerned, you cannot understand, you cannot master, or you cannot remember history without paying attention to chronology. So I have paid much attention to putting things whatever we are putting in the book based on some chronology. Okay, so we have followed. You can see in the ancient India we have starting from 2000 and before, we have 1500 advent of the Aryans, then each and minor things would be covered about Buddha, and contemporary of Buddha is Mahavira, the same periods matching. So sometimes in the UPSC they put the questions based on mainly the chronology itself. So in the book, if you see the chronology, ancient Indian chronology, medieval Indian chronology, modern Indian chronology, they are having separate chapters. Only that chronology part if you read, you can attempt some questions in the UPSC. Okay, so like dynasty wise we have arranged Bimbisara, Ajatasattu, Sisinga dynasty. Again, you see the Mauryan period, we are arranging everything in the chronological order. Again, invasion period, age of invasion, all it is in the order. Okay, the Gupta dynasties. I can just tell you that a question had been asked just 2 years back. Who is the contemporary of Arsha? Like that the question has been asked. So you should know the contemporary dynasties also. So we have given Eastern Chalukyas period, we have given Rashtrakutas period, we have given Cholas period, we have given. Again, Chalukyas of Kalyani, we have another Chalukyas, again the period is given. So this will help you to just know these Chalukyas are different, these Chalukyas are different, there is a gap. After this Chalukyas, the Chalukyas of Vengi, then we have the Chalukyas of Kalyani. Like this you have to just to differentiate, we have given the chronology. Okay, the chronology will give you an understanding. Again, as I told you already, the foreign accounts, what the foreigners had given an account. This is very, very important. Most of the students ignore the accounts of the foreigners about India. Sometimes this will be helpful in writing the mains answer, and it will be very much helpful in attending the interview also. Okay, so the whole thing is allotted to the foreign accounts. Okay, you can see all this. So there is something which is called a prehistory, the second topic which you have given. Though very rarely questions are asked, but I felt it necessary that every student should know what is the prehistory which is there. Okay, so I have given these topics, just a few pages only I have covered, but that will be sufficient for the examination point of view. Next we are having you see the most important topic in the Indus Valley civilization in the ancient India. Okay, so I have given what is the discovery, extent of the civilization, then characteristics, and many questions have been asked. See, I have marked. Okay, this for our reference, it will not be available in the book. So for our reference, I have just marked. You see, characteristics of the Indus Valley civilization 2013, the UPSC question had been asked. It is already from this topic only it is there. Okay. Similarly, if you see, we have covered polity, society, economy. Then one more thing which I have covered in this Indus Valley civilization, like every unit there is some uniqueness. I may not be having time to cover all the unique point of each and every unit, but I will tell you, see here also, see comparison of Indus Valley and Vedic culture questions have been asked. 2007 the question had 2017 the question had been asked. Okay, here you see after each and every, now that we have taken separate cities I have taken. Okay, each and every city, what are the inventions? Mohenjo-daro for example, who discovered the civilization, who discovered that city Mohenjo-daro, then important points I have covered, where it is located, what is the layout, grid pattern, what are the seals which have been found. Okay, we have an elephant seal, tiger seal. These questions they may put in the preliminary. For example, they can frame the question, the tiger seal is found from which of the following Indus Valley sites. They can put it like this. And important findings, not only the basic things, important findings also. For example, the assembly hall, the question they can frame. Okay, Pasupati Mahadeva seal, this also existing in the Mohenjo-daro. It is found in the Mohenjo-daro. And also here you see they have asked a question in Harappa. Then 2019 also they have asked a question. What is the question? Which of the following is not an Harappan site they have given? Harappan site. So if you are familiar with just the Harappan site names, you can answer many of these questions. Okay. So for each and every site I have given the key features. You can see this. Each and every site I have given the key features. important sites, most of the sites we have covered. Again you see Dholavira, question had been asked in UPSC, 2 times it has been asked, but one I have marked here in 2021 the question was asked about this pond, well developed water management system they had asked, where this well developed water management system, directly I have given in the book itself, already it is given. So well developed water management system, that also is existing here also. So like that each and every topic, after each and every site I had given an important point. So if you buy this book you can just go through this, okay. And also I have given the names, for example names of these sites and in which banks these sites are located. Mostly students what they will do, they will take notes, they have to take a synopsis and prepare this. Harappa they have to put Ravi river, then like this they have to prepare their own notes. After reading the NCERT they will make a hand note. Now I have done is to compile all this and give it to you here itself, okay. Miscellaneous findings also, this is very important, okay, where rice was found, evidence of rice, where it is found. So like this I have given what are the probable things which they can ask. I had over a period of time prepared as my history. In those days we have preliminary also, we had an optional paper. So I had prepared my optional with history. So I could know what the UPSC is aiming to ask in the preliminary area. So based on that also I have added some more sites, some more points in each and every chapter I had given some points. So you have to go through all this, okay. Though the book is prepared, okay, keeping in mind 2 things I have taken to prepare the book in keeping in mind. Number 1, so I do not want to give any information which is not required, okay, not required information, because in the name of giving you an history book I do not want to dump the data, okay. I do not want to dump the full data, I do not want to dump, okay. A right book has got only what is the required information. Required information it should have, only the required information it should have. So I have taken care to give only what is the required information, based on what, based on exam I have given. So based on the examination what is the required information I have given. Second aspect about this book is that I have given adequate space. Like this, if you see in the book, this book has around 576 pages. In that 576 pages you are going to see lot of empty spaces, not lot, but where and where when it is required after each and every topic I would give some empty space. Why this empty space is given? Okay, this empty space for what? This empty is for making additional notes, okay. If you want to make any additional notes you can write like this in the book, you can write this additional notes, and each and every chapter I have given. You see here also we have place for additional notes. When you are reading any other book you can fill these places, and like this wherever it is required I have given some space for this. Again in the Vedic age like this we are giving. So I cannot be going each and every depth of this each and every chapter, but it is sufficient to say that all these chapters has got content and which is very important for you, okay. These, for example, these content, okay, Vedic literature, what is given in the Vedic literature, references in the Vedic literature. Personally this is from my personal notes. When I was an aspirant I had prepared all this. Now I had converted into what? I have converted into tabulation. You will not find this part, these types of unique things in any of the books available in the market, you will not find. For example, okay, what are the Vedas, where the references are given, okay, I3 Brahmana givens, earliest legend of origin of kingship, Soma sacrifice it is giving. So each and every Veda, what is the evidence which is given, there is a possibility that now the UPSC can go one level inside and they can ask these types of question, okay. And most of you know, okay, some 1 or 2 points some students would have read, they would have given means in some of the books. For example, Tattvam Asi, okay, individual is the source, is found where, like this it is given. So I have prepared this chart for your convenience. Again Satyame Jayate also, I think the people who are seeing the video, this video, they will know that it is from the Atharvana Veda. People know that it is from the Mundaka Upanishad, but from which Veda? It is from the Atharvana Veda it has come. So like this I have compared all this. All the information, whatever information is needed, I have put all this in one place. Okay, again see all the officials, okay, I have given. And there is another thing about this book which I have to tell. After every unit, again this is a previous year question, compare between early Vedic, later Vedic period they have given. I have compared separately. Okay. One unique thing about this book, after every unit I have given some terms, terminology. I have given separate topic as terminology. Let us go to the end of this chapter. See again, before I go there, important literary works, books, very important, books and authors. Okay, so what are the basics? I am not dumped you with information, but what are the basic books? Because in the previous year, this book is associated with whether Buddhism, Jainism, whether Hinduism, like this the question may be asked. So this and all we are covering. See, terminology I told you, no. So this terminology I am covering this terminology. Okay, what are the terminology in the Vedic age, that I have covered here. Okay, you can go through this all the terminology. Like this for each and every topic I have covered. See how many terminologies I have covered. Okay, all important. Okay, Gauri means buffalo. Like this I have given all. Okay, so these are very important. You can go through all these terminologies. After every unit, this is terminology is the last part of every unit. Okay, again you see empty spaces I have given. You can put all the additional notes after the unit. You can add all these additional notes. This is student friendly. Buddhism also, you see, first it will begin with the chronology. Then you will have fundamental information, life of Buddha. Then you have additional information. Then you have Buddhist councils. Questions are asked already in the Buddhist councils. This is a very important topic. Now you see teachings of Buddha. This separately I have given because UPSC questions have been asked. Okay, here questions have been asked about the soul, concept of God. All these questions have already been asked. Okay, what are the eightfold path? Everything we have given very detailedly. Again, question about Nirvana was also asked in the UPSC, so I have marked that also. Buddhist philosophy I have given just not too much, just I have given just about a page for you to understand this. So this also is existing here. Again I would have given you the schism in the Buddhism, Hinayana, Mahayana. Again you see here questions have been asked about these. I think students would have known Avalokitesvara, okay, Manjusri, Vajrapani, and the doctrine of void. Okay, all this they have been already asked. Okay, and here the concept of Bodhisattva had also been asked. There is a concept, see, this is called Bodhisattva. The concept of Bodhisattva was also asked. Okay. So prominent Buddhist literature, this is very important. Again, I have given after every unit in ancient, medieval and modern. In that unit, what are the possible books which are there, I have given. So Buddha Charita, Saundrananda, Dipavamsa, Mahavamsa. This Dipavamsa names I hope you would have heard in the previous year question, there is also there. So Dipavamsa means whether there is a Buddhist or Jainist work, that first you have to know as a first level. Next, who wrote this as a second level. Third, what it is speaking about. So if there is any book, for that matter, any book, if you are reading any book, okay, first, whether it is Buddhism, Jainism, Hinduism, that. Second, author. Third, if you see, message. So when you are reading like this, it will be helpful for you. Again, Jainism, I have started the chronology like this, so we can go on and on. Okay, I will not take much of the time in the ancient India. Okay, all whatever is possible they have given, royal patronage, everything, the questions. Okay, so let us just go into the medieval India. Okay, I will just go to, I will scroll some other pages. Let me just go into this medieval part. Okay, so if you have to speak lot of things, I can speak, but there's no time for us. I cannot make a very big video. You can see here also the schools of architecture, culture part. People are saying culture, sir, culture, where we have to go. Many things I have integrated culture part. Example, schools of architecture in the ancient India, schools of art. Amaravati, we have Gandhar also previously it would have covered. You can see. Okay, Mathura school. Again we have Gandhara school. So schools of art itself I have given as a separate chapter, chapter number 13. So like this you can go on. Okay. Next you see South Indian kingdoms also is covered, regional kingdoms also. As much as possible I do not want to eliminate anything, because sometimes they put the dynasties and ask it was in which period, etc. So I try to put this. Let us just go to this medieval India. Let us see whether we are following what I have told you. Just see. Okay. Yeah. Now see, this is the part 2. I told you this is the medieval India. As usual, we will begin with what? Begin with chronology. The first will be chronology. So just go through the chronology itself. You can answer a few questions. So important events are covered: slave dynasty, Khilji dynasty, Tughlaqs, Sayyid dynasty, Lodi dynasty, medieval, again other dynasties, medieval south, parallel to this. So Yadavas of Devagiri, this is one option they had asked in the question paper. They asked Yadavas of Devagiri during which period. If the question was asked about Harshavardhana, they had put whether this Yadavas of Devagiri, they are contemporary of Harsha or not. Again, Kakatiyas of Warangal. These things questions have been asked. Okay, so you can just go through this chronology itself. See Vijayanagar. I have covered Bahmani Vijayanagar also to reasonably well in this book. You can go through that. Again, Mughals, starting from the top, we have given the chronology part. Okay, I have covered. Next, again as usual, after this chronology part is over, again Marathas, very important. I have covered Marathas also in the book up to the end. Then we have begun what? Again, as I told you, very important part, I have begun with the foreigners. Important foreign accounts of the travelers we have covered. Who are the foreigners? Al-Burni. What is his opinion about India? What are the important things he spoke about India? Al-Burni. Okay, what is the basic thing we would have given? Okay, then Minasuddin Siraj, Marco Polo, Ibn Battuta, Niccolo Conti, Abdul Razak, all as much as possible I have tried to give this information. You can go through this. Dominico P. Sometimes this can be asked in the chronology. The visiting of the foreigners. Okay, visit of the foreigners. Okay, chronology. Chronology, it can be asked. So when you are seeing the pages, you know which is coming after that. So it is helpful for you to just go through that. Okay, all we have spoken. You can go through all this. See, so many foreigners I have covered. Abul Fazl, this whole medieval India. All this is very, very important. You can read it. Okay, this is about the medieval India. And again, as I told you, foreign travelers under whose time they came, that also I have covered a separate topic. Foreigners, who was the rulers here? Marco Polo, when he visited, who was he from? Where was he from? Italy. So Ibn Battuta from Morocco I have given, so that when you remember Ibn Battuta from Morocco, you have to remember. Marco Polo, Italy, you have to remember. Then Ibn Battuta, Muhammad bin Tughlaq. Marco Polo, Pandya rulers. So like this you should remember. One by one data you should remember. Additional data you can remember. Okay. Then you see again Sultans of Delhi. Again I have begun chronology. But for information, all the sultans are not necessary. Okay, they are not necessary. Important rules only you have to know. For example, you can know about Qutbuddin Aibak, you can know about Iltutmish, then you can know about Razia Sultan, then directly you know about just Balban. That's it. All others are just for the chronology sake I have given. While reading, you need not have to read. But in the content, I would have given only these people's content. I would have given more. These people's content. Okay, so where I have given more content means that is very important. That is a point. So all the sultans of Delhi I have covered. So like this it can go on and on. Okay, so medieval India. So let's next go to the modern part. Okay, because we have no time, I want to conclude this video in a very short time. Okay, again just before I go to modern India, again you see these religious movements. About Sufi movement, about Bhakti, questions have been asked. Sufi saints. Okay, where the saints are located, the Sufi saints. That also we have covered here. Sufi saints. Okay, each and every saint we have covered. Basic information would be present, not the full information. It will be present. Marathas. Again, I told you the Marathas, no? Peshwas from where, all this began with from here. Then who are the Ashtapradhana, 8 ministers. Ashtapradhana. I have given the important functions of this Ashtapradhana. Again, like in ancient India, again chronology for the Peshwas I have given. Achievements of the Peshwas one by one we are covering. Okay, and most important, after every unit, again like in ancient India I have given the chronology part. I have given what is the meaning of Daulat, Deshmukh, what is the meaning of Deshmukh, Fadnis, what is the meaning of Fadnis. So like this, Inam, Jamdar. So like this I have given important terms after every unit in ancient and medieval. That is not applied in the modern India, because they are not going to ask any question about terminology in the modern India. So except in modern India, I have not covered this modern India. But ancient and medieval, you can see Mirasdar means a petty Jamindar. Okay. Naik, an officer. Okay. An officer who commands 10 soldiers. So like this, each and every unit, the terms will be present. Again, as usual, books and authors. Books, authors, they are present. Books and authors, it is present. Okay. Again, you see terminology. Separate, there is something which is called terminology itself. We have given all the medieval Indian terminology. I have given a chapter which is called terminology itself. One chapter we have compiled everything. Okay, compilation, it is present. Starting in alphabetical order, we have given everything. Okay, I have not dumped, but I have compiled everything. What I have already given, maybe I have compiled everything. Okay, this I have compiled. Okay, after this we can enter into modern India. Yes. Now modern India, this is a part 3. This is very important part, modern India, because more number of questions are asked. So I allotted more number of pages. Okay, modern India, you see, again modern India begins with chronology, fundamental. Just you go through the chronology, definitely 1 or 2 questions you can answer. The chronology itself will be around 10 pages, I think. Okay, all fundamental, starting from one by one aspects it will cover. Okay, you see all the chronology part. This is covering so much, starting from 1860s, 70s. So the chronology part itself will be the first big thing. It will go on again in every year. Then as we come close to the independence, every year so many things would happen. I have covered most of the events. So I have given some 1st February, 5th February. So I have given important events. In the year I have compiled based on the months as we come closer to the end. Because this is not necessary in the ancient and medieval India, the months and dates. Only the years are important in ancient India. But as you come to the modern India, closer chapters of the modern India, the months also we have to remember. See how many incidents have happened. See, just this 1929 is a very important year. So many events have happened. Just the first thing is just chronology I have given. Okay. And most important, if you see in the modern India, okay, so many questions had already come from this. I have not stopped in 1947. I have extended this to 1947. I have not stopped modern India here, but I have extended up to 1964. Some things have covered up to 1964. Okay, 1964 would be the last. Okay, I have covered. That would be the death of the Nehru. Up to that I have covered. See, up to that death of Jawaharlal Nehru. Up to that in the book also some content will be from 1947 to 1964 content I have given. Again it starts with the later Mughals. It is continuing. Okay. So what is very important? So we can go on about the modern India also. We can go on. Okay, chronology wise I would have given everything. We can go on. And there are some things which I have added. Okay, other than the information, regular information which is available, there are some things like as I see, Governor Generals also we have covered all the Governor Generals. What are the achievements? This thing you will find in many books, but the point is that the manner in which we have compiled, that is unique. See, we are not. I am not saying that just I created the information. We cannot create, but the arrangement of the information, comparison of the information is unique in this book. And I have added some other things which are very important. Let me show. Let us go to the end of this modern India. Okay, there are some units. So you see this unit. There is a separate unit I have separately put for this. Yes, this unit. Let me just go to the beginning of this unit, because this is an important unit. You see chapter 31. Okay, I have given journals, organizations, congress sessions. Questions definitely come here every time. If you see, I have not dumped all the organizations, just whatever is important. Land means Landlords Society, Jamindar Association, who was the person? Indian National Union, who was the person? Like this we have given. After this, then I have gone to the second small topic, important congress sessions. Again for information, unlike many other books, I am not giving all the congress sessions. We all know that that's not important for the examination. What are those congress sessions which are important? Roughly around a few congress sessions, only about 20 congress sessions were important. Only that I am covering. I am not giving everything. It's not required. See, for example, after 1908, directly I have come to 1915. In between congress sessions I have not covered. Similarly, you see after 1892, just 1 year, then directly I am coming after 10 years, I have just jumped, because those are only very important, other things are not important. When you come close to the end of this 1947, then I have covered most of the Congress sessions I would have given. Again, revolutionary terrorist incidents, year, associations, compilation, here it is found in one place. Okay. Next, leftist organizations. What are the leftist organizations? Founders, leaders and their association. Each and every leader, what he was associated. Separately, leader wise I have given. All the leaders I have compiled. Important leaders and their organizations. Okay. This is also there. Okay. Goes on. Most of the important leaders I have covered. Again, this may look a bit funny to you, because this, like the school level people used to say, well, what is the leader and what is his name, what is the title which he given, Subhash Chandra Bose Netaji. But some of the students, they lack this information also, so I do not want them to look for some other book. So this basic information, the leaders and their sobriquets I have given. What is the name for each, and Rajagopalachari means Rajaji or Chakravarti, this is what is called. Frontier Gandhi, Khan Abdul Ghaffar Khan. So you read these sobriquets and read the names. It is the vice versa. You should not have to read Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, Sardar. No. First you read in front of each and every name, you have to put it so that you will remember. So Sardar, you read Vallabhbhai Patel. Netaji, Subhash Chandra Bose. Lokmanya, Bal Gangadhar Tilak. So there is a manner in which history has to be read. That is how you will read, then only you will remember. Okay. So this is what it is. Again, journals I have covered. Important journals. What are there? Who are the founders of the journals? Everything we have covered. Okay. Important things. Again, books and authors. I have given books and authors. Okay. Modern Indian books and authors. Questions have been asked here also. So I have covered books and authors. Okay. Again, I have given sufficient space. Additional books and authors, if you want, you can write additional information, you can compile here. Okay. Again, I have given additional spaces for you. Again, social religious reform movement. Fundamentally, I would have covered most of the things. Let us go to the other unique point of this modern India. Okay. Other unique aspect. Let us go. So this is about yeah. See, so many questions have come, I have marked, but we have no time to discuss all these questions. So, if you see Cripps mission question has come in 2021, yeah, I have kept all this marked. They Quit India movement 2011, 13, 22, 3 years question had come. So, we have no time to go through this, but this all content is available in the book. Usha Mehta 2011 question had been asked about Usha Mehta, underground activity. Okay, so let us go to the other important point which I wanted to just show you. You see, the book, after this completion of the important topics, I had given some other aspects about the book also, about the history. You see, post independence I have completed, covered one topic, a small topic, but post independence also I have covered. What are the developments which happened? Let us go to this topic which I was just trying to say. Okay, you see, yeah, acts during the British rule. Most of the students will have difficulty in remembering data. Okay, so this data part, acts I have given separately. Acts, you can go through the acts. All the acts we have covered as a separate topic. For example, this topic, chapter number 36, all the acts we have covered. Okay, and not only that, there is another unique thing which I have done. Government of India Act, questions have been asked, which are March 2021, 22. Okay, Montagu Chelmsford reforms or Government of India questions have been asked. Another important thing, if you see, which I have added in this modern Indian history, is this chapter 37, which is the famous personalities of modern India. Okay, famous personalities of modern India I have added, and if you see in this chapter, I have given each and every personality, what are the important things they have done. So I have arranged this personality on the chronological order. I have given starting from A, and almost I have covered. Okay, this will be your compilation for the personalities, because before this in the chapters you would have read information scatteredly. Now you are going to read all the information in one place. For example, this book, India Wins Freedom. It is an autobiographical account of Abul Kalam Azad. Again, he was the first education minister. Like this, the information is found everywhere, and UPSC also seems to ask questions in these areas. Personalities, you must know which personality, what he has done. For example, here see in 2013 they asked a question about Annie Besant and her Home Rule League, and also the Central Hindu College. What statement they will give statement, and they will ask the question what she has done. Again, president of the Calcutta session of INC. So I have tried to give information individual wise. I have given. And this is another unique thing in this book. This is my personal interest and also based on the examination point of view, so I added. So let us go to the one more important aspect of this book. Separate unit I have added for another important thing. Yeah, this is chapter number 38. If you see, this is the courts in modern Indian history. This is a very important thing, and this is again my personal interest, but this is also based on the examination. See, in modern India, the courts are important because directly courts can be asked in the preliminary. Okay, in the prelims they can directly put the court and ask to who gave this court, they can ask. Secondly, in the mains, if you see in the mains, the courts can be asked as a direct question itself. They can put the question court and they ask you to comment on this court. Thirdly, in the essay, if you see in essay, okay, nowadays the philosophical topics are asked and they can give a quote of this, either the personalities of modern India, they can ask you to write an essay also. So I have compiled all these quote of these important personalities. So personality wise quotes I have compiled and given. Say for example Mahatma Gandhi, then Jawaharlal Nehru, like this I have given. Okay, for example if you see the Gandhi's quotes, if you see, okay, non-violence is the law of our species. Non-violence is the law of our species, as violence is the law of brute. Law of the brute they have given. This may be an essay topic as well. So you should know who has given the quote. So like this I have given a separate topic had been, separate unit had been allotted for these quotes. So this list goes on based on the individual personalities. Okay, again if you see, okay, in the end of this, based on the individuals I have compiled. Then in the end if you see, there will be some personalities where it will be not based on the personality, because personality quotes I have already done, but there will be some miscellaneous. There will be some miscellaneous personalities. For example, Curzon. Separately Curzon headings I have not given, but one or two quotes only he would have given, which will be very significant. For example, this quote, the Congress is tottering to its fall, and one of my greatest ambition while in India is to assist its peaceful demise. It's given by Curzon. Maybe this may be a question. So like this, so this miscellaneous also I have added in the list. Okay, so what I am telling is that this book, the Indian history, the white book, Indian history, the white book, is a very important book for the students. Okay, if you are preparing sincerely for this UPSC preparation or any state public service commission examination, this is a must have book. So I suggest that students begin your preparation with the right book, Indian history, the white book, and you can buy this book actually through two ways. Okay, one, through Amazon you can order this book. Okay, Amazon you can order this book directly. You can go and type Indian history. Indian history, you can type the white book. You can type Indian history, the white book, and it is available in Amazon directly. You can just go and buy it. You can just place the order in Amazon. Okay, it is available and it will be delivered to you in 2-3 days. I think it is available. Or if you are not willing to buy in Amazon, if you are nearby, if you are in Chennai or nearby in Tamil Nadu, you can directly purchase this book by just ordering to the institute. You can directly call to the institute number. The institute number would be 7200423450. Okay, you just send an SMS, WhatsApp, or you can just WhatsApp and say that I need Indian history, the white book. You can tell your name, phone number, whatever it is, you can give the information. From the institute they will call, or you can directly call to this number and buy this book from the institute. We will courier this book. Okay, so I have just wanted to convey to you that this book, the Indian history, the white book, is a must have for the students who are seriously preparing for the UPSC or state public service commission examinations. If you have any doubt, please contact us and comment also in this video below. If you have any doubt, I will be able to address to you in the next video. Thank you.